Have you ever felt like your energy is fading faster than it used to? Or maybe you've had those moments when you look around your home and wonder if you're truly maintaining the independence and confidence you'd like, especially when you're living on your own. If you're over 60 and finding yourself in this position, you're certainly not alone. Many people in your age group are going through similar feelings and challenges. The truth is, living alone after 60 can bring a mix of emotions. There's freedom, but there's also a sense of uncertainty and, at times, loneliness that can creep in. But here's the good news. Living independently after 60 doesn't have to mean giving up your confidence or your sense of self. In fact, this can be the time when you truly rediscover yourself and continue to thrive, even if you're doing it alone. The key is maintaining a balance of practical habits that help you preserve both your independence and your confidence. In this video, we're going to dive into 7 practical tips that can help you live confidently and independently as you get older. These are simple but effective strategies that, when incorporated into your daily life, can make a huge difference in your overall well-being. Whether you're already living alone or are considering it, these tips will give you the tools to not just survive, but thrive in your later years. Let's begin with the first tip. Stay connected. I know you might be thinking, but I'm already on my own. How can I stay connected? It might seem like a challenge at first, but staying connected is crucial for maintaining both your mental and physical health. Being alone doesn't mean you have to be lonely, and it's important to remember that human connection is key. Whether it's calling a friend, joining an online group, or visiting family every once in a while, keeping up with social connections is vital for staying mentally sharp and emotionally healthy. Think about it this way. When you have friends or family to check in with regularly, it's not just about the conversation. These connections provide a sense of purpose, a feeling that you matter to someone else. They also encourage you to stay engaged in life, to keep your mind active, and to participate in activities that promote your well-being. If you feel disconnected, try setting a goal to reach out to someone each day, even if it's just for a short chat. A simple phone call or a video chat can work wonders for your mood and sense of belonging. Next, let's talk about maintaining your health, both mental and physical. It's easy to forget how important health is when you're living alone. Without anyone reminding you, it can sometimes slip down on your list of priorities. But keeping yourself in good physical health is one of the most empowering things you can do. Regular exercise is key to staying independent. I'm not suggesting you sign up for a gym or start running marathons. But small, consistent movements can go a long way in maintaining flexibility, strength, and balance. Activities like walking, gentle stretching, or even dancing around your living room can improve circulation, boost your energy, and reduce the risk of falls, something that becomes more important as we age. Physical health isn't just about exercise, though. It's also about eating well, getting enough sleep, and taking care of your mind. A healthy diet rich in fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains can make a world of difference in how you feel every day. And when it comes to mental health, it's important to keep stress at bay and find ways to unwind. Whether it's through meditation, a good book, or a hobby you enjoy, taking time for yourself to relax is essential. These small efforts in maintaining your health can make a big impact on your independence and overall quality of life. Now that we've covered staying connected and maintaining your health, let's move on to the third tip, which is creating a safe and comfortable living environment. As we age, our homes can become places of safety and security, but they can also become places where we feel overwhelmed by clutter or worried about possible accidents. The key here is to make sure your living space supports your independence, both physically and mentally. Start by thinking about how your home is set up. Are there tripping hazards, like rugs that could easily be caught on? Is your lighting bright enough, especially in areas like the stairs or hallway? Little changes, such as adding night lights or getting rid of unnecessary clutter, can make your space safer and more comfortable. This doesn't just make things physically easier, it also helps you feel more at ease in your own home, giving you the confidence to continue living independently. At the same time, create a space that makes you feel happy and comfortable. Surround yourself with things you love, photos, art, or even a favorite chair where you can relax. A comfortable, pleasant environment can have a huge impact on your overall well-being, giving you a place to truly call your own. Now that we've covered staying connected, maintaining your health, and creating a comfortable living space, we've laid a solid foundation for living confidently on your own. But as we age, it's also important to embrace personal growth and continue challenging ourselves. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking, I've done all I need to do in life, but growing is a lifelong journey. Whether it's learning a new skill, taking up a hobby, or even reading a new book, keeping your mind and interests active can make a world of difference in how you feel about yourself and your life. So far, we've talked about practical steps to boost your independence and confidence. But living on your own also means learning to be okay with moments of solitude. It's okay to enjoy your own company and find fulfillment in simple activities. Whether it's enjoying a cup of tea in the morning or taking time to enjoy your favorite pastime, these small moments of joy can help you feel more grounded and content with the life you're building. Now that we've covered the first few tips, we're setting the stage for even more ways to stay independent and confident as you age. Stay with me as we move into the next steps. But for now, take a moment to reflect on what you've learned so far. The small steps you take today will lead to a more confident and independent tomorrow. Keep moving forward, and remember that every effort counts. As we continue our journey towards living independently and confidently, let's move forward with the next few tips that will support you in embracing your independence while maintaining your well-being. By now, we've discussed the importance of staying connected, keeping your body healthy, and creating a safe and comfortable living space. Let's dive into the next vital aspect of living alone after 60, keeping a positive mindset. You might be wondering, why is mindset so important when living alone? Well, the truth is that how you think about your situation directly impacts how you experience it. If you approach living alone with a positive attitude, it changes everything. Sure, there may be moments of loneliness or difficulty, but the way you handle those moments can make all the difference. Staying positive doesn't mean ignoring the challenges that come with aging or living alone. It's about facing them with a resilient mindset. Instead of thinking, this is too hard, try thinking, I can handle this. It's about focusing on what you can do rather than what you can't. For example, if you feel like you can't do something physically demanding, find something else that you enjoy and can do, like walking in the park or gardening. These positive actions can significantly impact how you feel about yourself and your life, helping you maintain that confidence and independence. A positive mindset also helps you embrace change. Life is always in flux, and as we age, there will inevitably be changes. However, instead of fearing change, having a positive mindset helps you see it as an opportunity to learn and grow. You might have to adjust to new routines or make modifications to your home, but each change can lead to new ways of finding joy, comfort, and connection. Another key element of maintaining a positive mindset is practicing gratitude. When you make gratitude a daily habit, it can transform how you feel about your life. It's easy to focus on what's not working or what's difficult, but taking time each day to appreciate the good things, no matter how small, can shift your perspective. Maybe it's enjoying the simple pleasure of a warm cup of coffee or appreciating the sound of birds chirping outside your window. These moments of gratitude can fill you with positive energy, reminding you that there is always something to be thankful for, even in the hardest of times. Now, let's talk about the next tip, which is developing routines and sticking to them. A routine can be incredibly powerful in maintaining your independence and confidence. When you live alone, it's easy to let the days slip by without structure, especially when you're not answering to anyone else. However, creating a daily routine helps keep you motivated, productive, and connected to your sense of purpose. Start by setting small, achievable goals for each day. Maybe it's something as simple as getting out of bed at the same time every day, having a healthy breakfast, or taking a walk after lunch. When you set a routine, you're not only staying organized but also creating a sense of accomplishment each day. A routine can provide stability and reduce feelings of uncertainty or aimlessness, which often accompany living alone. Plus, it gives you something to look forward to. Even if it's something small, like a hobby or a phone call with a friend, having that structure gives your day meaning. Another great aspect of routines is how they help maintain your physical health. For example, setting aside specific times for exercise or meal prep can help you stay on track with your health goals. When it becomes part of your routine, it becomes second nature, and you're more likely to stick with it. Routines don't have to be rigid or stressful. They just need to create a rhythm that works for you. Now, we've covered how a positive mindset, gratitude, and routines can support your independence and confidence. The next important element is finding a sense of purpose. Purpose is one of those things that can give your life meaning and direction, especially when you're living alone. Having a purpose doesn't necessarily mean having a big, grand goal. It can be as simple as deciding to take care of yourself or engaging in activities that make you feel fulfilled. Maybe you've always wanted to learn a new language or pick up a creative hobby like painting or writing. These activities can give you a reason to get out of bed in the morning and provide a sense of accomplishment. Volunteering, whether it's for a local cause or just helping out a neighbor, can also bring a great sense of purpose. When you feel like you have a reason to get involved, your confidence grows, and it reminds you that your life has value, no matter what age you are. When we find purpose, we feel less lonely and more connected to the world around us. It doesn't matter if you're volunteering, learning something new, or spending time on a hobby. Each of these things gives your life meaning and helps you maintain a sense of joy. Even small acts of kindness or helping others in your community can give you a sense of purpose, making you feel like you're contributing to something bigger than yourself. At this point, we've touched on several aspects of maintaining independence and confidence, staying connected, keeping a positive mindset, creating routines, and finding a purpose. These elements are crucial, but the last tip I want to leave you with today is the importance of embracing your strengths and accepting your limitations. It's important to recognize that there are things you may not be able to do the same way you once did, and that's okay. Embracing your strengths means focusing on what you can do and feeling proud of those accomplishments. Maybe you can't do all the things you did in your younger years, but that doesn't take away from the incredible things you're still capable of doing today. It's about embracing the fact that as you age, there's a wealth of wisdom, experience, and resilience that comes with it. These qualities are strengths that can help you face any challenge with confidence. On the flip side, accepting your limitations is just as important. If you need assistance with certain tasks, whether it's asking for help with heavy lifting or using mobility aids, don't be afraid to acknowledge those needs. It doesn't mean you're weak or incapable. It means you're wise enough to know when to ask for help. Understanding your own needs and finding ways to adapt is a key part of maintaining independence. It's all about balance, celebrating your strengths while accepting your limitations. As we've seen, living independently after 60 is about creating the right balance between staying connected, maintaining your health, developing routines, and embracing your purpose. These are the pillars that support a life full of independence and confidence. Every step you take, no matter how small, is a step towards living a more vibrant and fulfilled life. So, let's keep moving forward and make the most of this beautiful time in life. Stay with me, because in the next part, we'll dive deeper into practical ways to embrace these tips and turn them into lasting habits that keep you independent and confident in your daily life. As we've journeyed through tips for living alone with independence and confidence, it's clear that the foundation of a fulfilling life lies in embracing the right mindset, nurturing your health, staying connected, and having a purpose. But now, let's delve deeper into how you can apply these tips to your everyday routine, creating lasting habits that make these practices feel like second nature. One of the most powerful ways to stay independent is by setting realistic expectations for yourself. As we age, it's natural to experience changes in our energy levels and physical abilities. And while it's important to challenge ourselves, it's equally essential to set goals that are achievable and kind to our bodies. When you set realistic expectations, you avoid unnecessary frustration and stress, which can lead to feelings of inadequacy. Instead, you allow yourself the grace to succeed in ways that are tailored to your current abilities. For instance, you may not be able to do everything you used to in the past, but that doesn't mean you can't achieve other goals. You might set a goal to walk a little longer each day, or to try a new exercise routine that works within your current physical capabilities. These realistic expectations not only help you achieve more, but also foster a sense of accomplishment and pride. The key is to keep those goals manageable and, importantly, to celebrate the small victories. Each small win is a testament to your resilience and determination. Alongside setting realistic expectations, it's important to stay flexible. Life, as we all know, is full of unexpected twists and turns. Some days, you might feel great and ready to take on the world. Other days, you might not have the energy to do much. That's okay. It's essential to be kind to yourself and understand that it's perfectly normal to have both good and bad days. Flexibility is about accepting that life isn't always predictable, and sometimes your routine or plans will need to change. For example, if you plan to go for a walk but wake up feeling a little more tired than usual, it's okay to adjust. Maybe you opt for a lighter activity like stretching or a shorter walk. Flexibility helps you stay motivated and prevents feelings of discouragement when things don't go as planned. It's about listening to your body and adjusting as needed, rather than pushing through in a way that could lead to exhaustion or frustration. The next point we're going to focus on is prioritizing self-care. Living independently often means that the responsibility for your well-being falls squarely on your shoulders. And while that can feel empowering, it can also be overwhelming at times. That's why it's essential to carve out time for self-care, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally as well. You deserve to prioritize yourself, and by doing so, you'll be able to maintain the energy and vitality needed to continue living independently. Self-care doesn't have to be elaborate or time-consuming. It can be as simple as taking a moment each day to breathe deeply, relax, and reflect. Maybe you find peace in a warm bath, or perhaps reading a book brings you comfort. Whatever it is that helps you recharge, make it a regular part of your routine. Self-care is about recognizing that you are worthy of taking time for yourself, and that these moments of respite actually help you be more present and engaged in the world around you. Alongside physical self-care, emotional self-care is just as important. It's about nurturing your emotional health, which can sometimes be overlooked when living alone. Taking time to reflect, journaling your thoughts, or even seeking professional support when needed can help you stay emotionally strong. It's normal to have moments of sadness or frustration, but remember that reaching out for help or talking about your feelings with a trusted friend can lighten the load and keep you mentally well. As we talk about living confidently, it's important to remember that embracing your independence doesn't mean isolating yourself. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that being independent means doing everything on your own. But true independence comes with the strength to reach out when needed and to build connections that support your well-being. Whether that's relying on a friend, asking for help from a neighbor, or seeking professional care when necessary, reaching out when you need support is a sign of strength, not weakness. Living alone is an opportunity for self-discovery and growth, but it's also important to build a support network that can help when life gets tough. It might be through community groups, online support networks, or family and friends. These connections don't just offer practical help, but they also provide emotional support, which is invaluable as you continue living your life with independence and confidence. Finally, as we wrap up our discussion, it's essential to celebrate the journey. Aging and living alone are natural parts of life, but they are also milestones that should be celebrated. There is so much wisdom, experience, and strength that comes with this stage of life, and it's important to acknowledge and appreciate the growth you've achieved. Whether it's reminiscing about past accomplishments or simply enjoying the small victories of your daily life, take time to celebrate your progress. You've already done the work to live independently, and with each step, you are proving to yourself how capable you truly are. Living alone doesn't mean you are isolated or weak. It means you are strong, resilient, and perfectly capable of living a full, vibrant life. Remember, independence isn't about doing everything on your own. It's about feeling empowered to make decisions, asking for help when you need it, and creating a life that's filled with purpose, joy, and confidence. You are never alone in this journey, and every step you take brings you closer to a life that reflects your strength and independence. So, continue moving forward with pride, knowing that every day is an opportunity to live your best life. I hope these tips have been helpful for you. I'd love to hear how you are embracing independence in your own life. What small changes have you made to increase your confidence and maintain your independence? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more practical and inspiring tips on living your best life at any age. Here's to living with confidence, joy, and purpose, no matter your age. Keep smiling, stay positive, and live well. Thank you for watching.